Hey guys, welcome back to the garage. Hey, it's good to be back. Took a little break there for a while, guys. I didn't put a video out all of last week, I think. Just needed a little bit of a break. I was getting burnt out on a few things. I've had a couple issues. I've got a I don't know, heel spur or something on my left foot, just driving me crazy lately. So trying to deal with that and just other things. It's just spending time with the family. Of course, coming off of Thanksgiving, had a great time there, and I hope everyone out there had a great Thanksgiving as well. Got to spend some good time with friends and family, and then as the Christmas season is fast approaching here, or Christmas itself is fast approaching, trying to get some things done in the house, some decorations up, and all like that. So I have done very, very little building in the last couple of weeks. I did make some progress on the bug, but that's unfortunately not part of this video, but I will be putting one together, another update, and show you what we've got with the bug going on there. It's going to be real close to being complete, guys, so that's going to be coming along pretty quick. But right now, this one, I want to cover this. Now, this has been several weeks ago. I had talked to my buddy Robert, who actually is himself a very, very good modeler. He loves to kit bash, has some really, really cool stuff as far as that goes. But he had texted me some pictures. He was kind of thinning out his stash a little bit, and he sent me a couple pictures of some stuff. And one that he sent me is before you here. And I said, buddy, whatever you got to have for it, I've definitely got to have that one. So I landed this one. Guys, this is the I believe it's the 64 Chevy II Funny Car, the altered wheelbase. And believe it or not, this is my first and only altered wheelbase model that I have. So it's very cool. I know they're starting to do some more of these. I think they got the Dave Strickler, I believe, in an altered wheelbase. I know they got it's a Belvedere or a Coronet, Dodge or Plymouth. I'm not really sure. The 64 is actually also altered wheelbase, so I'd like to get my hands on those as well. Really get into these gassers and these old drag cars. Really, really cool stuff. So I definitely landed this one. Now this one is fairly complete. Again, not a complete total review of each one of these guys. It would just take too long, and it is cold out here tonight. Winter is upon us here in Ohio. I don't think it's been in the 30s for the past 3, 4, 5 days. I'm not sure. I know it didn't hit 30 today, so it's pretty cold. So I'm going to try to get through these as quick as I can. But here it is, guys, real quick. That little cool altered wheelbase body. Look at that. Very, very neat. I love it. Then there's that plain flat out drag car interior. So not a whole lot of detail to mess with there. And we'll just let that fall where it may. And then, of course, the chassis. Pretty cool. And then the only thing that's missing on this is he actually took the velocity stacks here for another project, but that's not a problem because I think some of the old 57 Fords had some of those velocity stacks with those. So I'll probably just borrow some of those from one of my other kits. Well, actually, you know what? Take that back. We didn't look at the tree far enough. Look at that. They're right there. Huh, they are. We know what we thought those were, I think. We thought they were like these runners here, but those are actually the velocity stacks. Hey, sweet. So, well, you guys and myself learned something new. Hey, Robert, if you're watching, never mind. Don't feel bad. Got the stacks. So that's very cool too. Neato. Never know what you're going to come across. Anyway, there's your somewhat of a original style grill, rear bumper, and some chrome trim. Then just a little instruction sheet there. I'll get it. Brain's freezing, guys. It's cold. That time of year anyway, isn't it? So anyway, there's another bag of parts. It does have some slicks there. So all the tires are plastic in these guys, molded plastic. But those are easy to swap out, maybe with some modern parts pack kits, tires or something like that. Go through the tire bag or box. And then it does have the decals with it. And then there you got several different things. You got bad news, twister. So it's always nice when they give you a couple options, because then if you build another drag car or something, you've got another set of decals for another car. So very, very cool there. Loving it. So we'll put this stuff back in the box. And then, of course, the glass is all bagged up. So this is a complete kit. And I will have to tell Robert that we do have the velocity stacks. Very neat. So put this back in here. Again, you know what? I didn't do it again, did I, guys? I should have had some of this more prepared, but that's all right. We'll see it as it comes. So that's it right there. That's number one. And actually, guys, when I went over to Robert's place, this is the only thing I went to pick up. But when we get together, we wheel and deal, and I can never walk away from his place with just one thing when I go over to buy or trade or whatever. So, but this is I'm so glad to have this one as part of the stash here now. So this will be a fun one to build. Don't know when, but I would kind of like to get onto that sometime in the near future. All right, a couple other things as you saw on the thumbnail. Here's another one. He had this 25T rod. Now this one, and we did not go all through the box, so we're not 100% sure. I don't believe this has any tires in it or wheels. I don't believe. We thought it was maybe just a parts kit, which was fine with me. But as I get to looking in here, set that back there. As I get to looking, there is a frame, and then there's the body and interior. So, and then quite a few parts. Like I said, mainly the only thing I think's missing is the wheels and tires. So I'm going to go through this at some point, just try to piece everything together. And there are no instructions. So, and here's some decal sheets, and I don't know if these came with this kit or not. I cannot say for certain. I would say it does. It says 25T pickup, so I say they are. And it's a double sheet. Every now and then you got that, they throw a double sheet in there. So I don't have any instructions, but something like this, you can always piece it together. A lot of these are not that difficult. Sometimes are not that difficult to figure out. But check this out, guys, on this. Look at these engine detail, those carburetors. Check that out. Very, very cool. Blower, pretty well detailed. And the blower hat there. So, could be a fun little car. We'll just come up with something with that at some point in time. But I was glad to have that. So just kind of picked these up from Robert. So 25T rod. And then this one here was kind of cool. This is the classic the old Pro Nova SS. And I'm going to guess that this probably, well, it's AMT Ertl. So whenever Ertl took over, and again, I did not look on scale mates to find out when the original release of this is, but as you can tell, the box is a little battered and tattered and tore up a little bit, but this was kit 6556, and that's an original old kit, I would say, but the only thing is with this one, the only thing that's missing is the body. Go figure, huh? But I don't know I don't know the story on all that, but it came without a body, but that's not that big of a deal. We can look around swap meets, whatever else, and but I think everything else is there. He's got the slicks. Now the fenders are in it. It does have fenders with it. And there's another one. This looks like it might have been from a later release when the mold was maybe gray or something. Or maybe they had it primered or painted and stripped it. But anyway, so we got the fenders, the back seat. I don't know if the front seats, they're there. So most of everything is here for this kit, like I said, except for the body. So one of these days we'll see if we can't come across a body at a swap meet or something down the road. We'll keep our eyes peeled. And then here, of course, you got the instructions and the original decal sheet. So thought that was pretty neat too. So I might just tape this box up. It's kind of cool to have an old box. There is a part of it missing here. But it's always neat to have some old original style boxes. So there's that one. Another one I picked up just for, whatever, whether I use it for parts or actually build it as this kit, is a 67 Chevelle Pro Street. So I've been told that this chassis will fit a lot of different, potentially a lot of different cars, so you wouldn't have to necessarily build the Chevelle Pro Street, but nonetheless, very cool. I got all the, and I believe all this is here too, engines, and he had some extra different style wheels. He had plans at one time to build it with these. Now I don't, which wouldn't look too terrible, but I don't think it's really not my style. which that's fine. But I know a lot of guys like this, and that's cool too. But I don't believe I would build that with those wheels in there. But nonetheless, we've got, if nothing else, a parts kit for another project, or sometime we can just build this up as the Pro Street Chevelle. So that was nice to have that too. Like I said, guys, I can never come home with just one. Never come home with just one. And I did get a really cool nugget when I went over there. I had forgotten that he had this, because he had showed me one time before. Forgot that he had this, but look what I landed here, guys. Check it out. A Johan 55 Pontiac Star Chief 2-door hardtop. Now, I'm assuming, I don't know if these were new, because this is that newer early 2000s logo. So I don't know if these were from original molds or how that went. Maybe I shouldn't even speculate on that. But check this out, guys. Pretty neat. Now this is like the old promo style. Basically a curbside. Get this out of the box. So here's your bottom plate there. And then this would just go in like such. But check it out, guys. 1955 Pontiac 2-door sedan, it looks like. It's got the glass with it. Of course, the body. It's got the bumper. I don't know if I'll take all this out of there. But it's got the front bumper and grill. Back bumper. It's got some tires and wheel covers. Again, he just threw in these big wheels in this. I think he had plans for that at one time as well. The only thing I think that's missing is axles. But those aren't hard to come by. We can come up with something for that. But I thought, so cool. I love the old Johan stuff. And this, like I said, I don't know. Well, I just said a little bit ago I shouldn't speculate, didn't I? So maybe I shouldn't. But it just makes me wonder if this is one of the old Johan molds. I could assume. But anyway, so that's pretty cool. Neat to have that. That's a future project once again. I don't know any immediate plans to tackle this thing, but eventually it'd be cool even just to paint that thing up, maybe like in a two-tone. So pretty cool. 55 Star Chief 2-door hardtop. And then the last and not least, I told you in another video I had actually I brought this home as like a trade, do some painting for him. He wanted this painted in this color. However, the color I picked does not match this, so we're going to continue searching for the right color for that. And now that it's cold, this may be on hold too, so for now. But anyway, we did work out somewhat of a trade, and it's in this big bag here. So I'll pull out just a couple of little pieces. We've got this 1950 Ford F1 pickup. It was a 2-in-1 kit, and it's pretty much all there, I believe. It's been painted and built at one point in time. But I thought, you know what? It would be really cool because he had some monster truck tires right here. Whole bag of monster truck tires, and I believe the whole chassis, he said, is in here. Very possible. It's got a bed. I don't know about the frame. I didn't actually go through this whole thing. Yeah, there's a frame in there. So we got the frame, and then there's the wheels, tires. So we're going to build us at some point in time. We're going to make a 1950 Ford monster truck. And again, because sakes of time and everything, guys, for the video, I won't pull this all out of here now. But there is a build-up engine, somewhat. We'll probably touch it up, maybe go back over it again at some point. But I thought how cool that would be to have an old 50 Ford monster truck, and then come up with some kind of cool name like they used to name them back then. Sorry, guys, if I was out of the range there. I'm kind of looking at it off camera and got out of the viewfinder there. So anyway, but that's it, guys. That's my stash ads little mini haul from my buddy Robert. So I'm going to pull this bag back out of the way. Throw some of this stuff back up on here. Put the central point, which was my main purchase that day, is that funny car. And then we got the T-Rod here. And then the 67 Chevelle. I'll set him up there. He won't be able to see him that well. And then the somewhat, move this stuff back out here. Kind of move that up just a little bit for you. Somewhat a old Pro Nova. And, of course, the 55 Pontiac again, guys, totally disorganized. Well, we're getting back at it. It's good to be back, guys. And then the 55 Pontiac by Johan. So, guys, I know that's a crammed picture for going out. We'll slide you back a little bit, but that's what I got in this little haul. And like I said, guys, I'm planning on coming back here probably in a couple of days, and I'll give another bench talk and let you know where we're at with the bug. Should be picking up some really good steam on that here before too long, and getting you some good process on that. It is supposed to be up in the lower 40s come Sunday, so I want to see if I can't get a couple more things around up between now and then, maybe get to get painted. Get some paint on a couple of things and keep moving on stuff like that for the winter, because I did not get my backup cars painted for the winter. Drug my feet again, but then again, a lot of other stuff came up too. So we're going to muddle through like we did last year, guys. We're still going to bring you videos, and we'll be working on something pretty much all the time here on the channel. So if you guys like these videos coming at you, if you would, please give me a like, share, subscribe, and comment. If you guys want a shop card, just drop me an email. The email's in my channel description or the description of each video. We'll get you a shop card out just as soon as we can. And subscribers, thank you. I appreciate it so much. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. So until next time, this is Eric from Eric's Model Garage saying you guys have a great day. God bless you, and happy modeling.